call me brother, because I went out there with them and ate their MREs and their crappy food and lived in the dirt and assumed all the risks and crossed the line into a war zone. And I loved them. And I say this, unabashedly. I love them only an older brother can. If you go through that kind of stress with people and you share the risks and everything that goes with it, there's a bond. Shakespeare wrote about this, we eternal band of brothers, and there's no other way to describe it. In some ways, I'm closer to them than I am to my own blood brothers, and I've been given status as an honorary member of Bravo Company, call themselves the Nasty Boys of the 2nd Battalion, 325th Airborne Infantry Regiment, and that's the greatest professional honor I've ever gotten in my life. No matter what award you win, if somebody in an infantry company calls you brother, there's nothing that can eclipse that. So yeah, there is a bond, there's an understanding, there's an empathy, there's an appreciation, and I say it's an undying respect, but respect is just love in plain clothes. I love these guys. I just happen to hate that they have to be in the business that they're in.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. And that's a bond that few of us can say that they have. And one of the accomplishments, and what a great book this is. I keep saying I can't wait to read it. Drive On: The Uncensored War of Bedouin Bob and the All Americans. It's available on Amazon and where finer books are sold. You can also check out Bob at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, doing some great work over there. Also, the Jerry Sandusky book that you wrote, Game Over, pick that up as well. And catch him on Twitter at BedouinBob82. Bob, this was a great interview. Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it, and good luck with the book.
I really enjoyed doing it. It's a pleasure to talk with somebody who really knows what they're talking about, and gets to the meat of the issue without getting into all the other things. So this was a book I had to write. This was something I've been carrying around with me for 26 years. I just wanted to get it off my chest, and I think it's as pertinent today as it was back then.
And we're so glad that you did, Bob. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll talk to you real soon. We are way past halftime here on Behind Enemy Lines. Thanks for listening to the show. Check us out at www.behindenemylinesradio.us. Check us out on the Facebooks and the Twitters at BEL_radio. We're going to get back on the Twitters really soon. This vacation thing, it's been working for me, but we can't wait to get back to the basics of Behind Enemy Lines. Me and Russ Gallo talking it out. It's going to be great when we're back. By the way, we have great network outlets that you guys can listen to the show on. Any one of our rebroadcast outlets, check them out, including WJHC 107.5 FM in Jasper, Florida, WDDQ 92.1 FM, and WLBB News Talk AM 1330 in Carrollton, Georgia, all part of the Talk America Radio Network. You can also check us out at KLRN Radio, High Plains Talk Radio, and Sackheads Media, ICRN, the Internet's Conservative Radio Network, powered by our friend Ron Phillips. Again, shout out to Ron for everything that he is doing down the Gulf Coast and rescuing people and just being a freaking Superman. Good on you, brother. And of course, Lanterns Radio, one of the fastest growing internet spots you'll find for talk radio. Check them out at lanterns.buzz. But if you miss any of the rebroadcasts, and they're all there on our website, www.behindenemylinesradio.us, you can always take us with you as a podcast. We're available on iTunes, Spreaker, TuneIn, Stitcher, Podbay, Player FM. You can discover us on Google Play Music. We're on SoundCloud. We're also on Auto Radio, which is a production of SiriusXM, as well as the mighty iHeartRadio Network. Listen, we love to have fun on the show, and I would be remiss if I didn't put in to one of our best of 2017 shows a clip that we created for our good friend Maxine Waters. Oh man, has she been what we like to call the gift that keeps on giving. We usually reserve that for Nancy Pelosi, Anthony Weiner, the normal buffoons. But Maxine Waters has gone full Pelosi. Dare I say, she's gone beyond full Pelosi. We've developed a new category. It's definitely Waters' world here on Behind Enemy Lines. And here's a little sample of what she's been doing this year. Time for a little music. We call this, What the F*** is Maxine Waters Saying?
To be clear, you believe it would have been better to keep in place an FBI director who you said had no credibility to oversee this investigation than to find someone who you think would be a better choice?
No. But I believe the president thought that. Don't forget. You're talking about what some Democrats said, what I said, but don't forget, he was the president. The president supported him. He had confidence in him. It was within his power. And
but you said he had no credibility, so it would seem to make sense that he should get rid of him.
No. Under investigation, this president basically has interfered with an investigation where he may be implicated. That's outrageous, and that's why we're having so much of a conversation about it today.
The bottom line is that you think an FBI director without credibility would have been best served in this position to try to pursue this investigation.
I think if the president had fired him when he first came in, he would not have to be in a position now where he's trying to make up a story about why it does not meet the smell test.
Yeah, something smells all right.
Understood. So if Hillary Clinton had won the White House, would you have recommended that she fire FBI Director James Comey?
Well, let me tell you something. If she had won the White House, I believe that given what he did to her and what he tried to do, she should have fired him.
So she should have fired him, but he shouldn't have fired him. This is why I'm confused.
No, you're not confused.
Yes I am. And there you have it. Oh, that makes me chuckle every time I hear it. Folks, final thought time. We're going to make this real quick. Thank you, our listeners. For the second year in a row, Behind Enemy Lines Radio has been nominated for a podcast award in the news and politics category. But this year is really special because we didn't even ask you to do it this year. Last year, I was bribing, threatening, coercing, cajoling everyone on social media to nominate us. And we got nominated and it was great. But this year is that's much more special because we're in without even asking you guys. That's huge. That's amazing. Thank you. We are so honored. We hope we win, but regardless, we're winners already because you guys did this for us, and that's amazing. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Thank you for hearing us. Thank you for thinking with us. Thank you for believing in us. But for now, it's time to shut this sucker down. I'm Gene. This was Behind Enemy Lines Radio, and we are out of here. Our position has been compromised. It's time to roll out. Report for debriefing at www.behindenemylinesradio.us and look for regular communications via Facebook and Twitter at BEL_radio. You are the resistance. Behind Enemy Lines. A rock radio production. Copyright 2017. Back in 7 days. Out.